Hello, darlings. We are hours away from the comeback show of a lifetime. Yours truly, Frankie Wilde, is riding high, chasing the radioactive dragon. Will our interns be able to kill my buzz and get me on stage? Find out this week on Hapless Heroes.
Have you ever seen a quack doctor's bill?
Hello and welcome to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I will be your host and dungeon master for this evening. But enough about me. Let's introduce our supremely talented cast. To my left, we have Zach as Parada Lincoln. Oh, whoa. Back up the truck because we have the interns here today. So who's really to my left is Zach as Pregnart.
Let's get this train on the tracks.
To his left, we have John as Dr. Dudu.
I don't think you are supposed to do all of that.
To his left, we have Francesco as Tabi Asramat.
Well, hello there.
To his left, we have Mike as Murph Eastlaw.
Frankie, are you okay?
No, baby. No, I am not. I am transcendent. But to his left, we have Massimo as Chubbs.
Who would listen to this music?
Okay.
So we convene back on our party who have developed a bespoke formula for anti-pain, which then Frankie decided to administer to himself all in one dosage through his nose because that's how he lives.
And we were trying to get him ready for a show, which is in mere hours, and now he's talking to greeting some shadow person that's standing behind me.
Yes.
Great.
So Dudu will look around after he mentions that. Does he notice anybody else in the room?
Oh, no.
Dudu would like to do a nature check to see if he can tell if Frankie is hallucinating.
Okay.
It's an 11.
That's an 11. Man, you have no idea.
Dudu is going to puff out his feathers like he did a good job and walk out of the...
But wait, we're not going to even address the... This man's got a show to play, and he's talking about shadow people? Frankie, I'm gonna hold his head in my hands again, like, stay with me, man.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm with all of you.
All right, now,
All 5 of you.
do you remember any of your songs?
I remember my songs in part of my soul.
That's good. Okay, it's a good start. It's a good start.
But I promise you, I will not sing to a crowd full of shadow men.
I promise you, Frankie, there are no shadow people.
Only the people of the light.
Yeah, they're the real people. They're all great people, man. They're all great people.
Now, would it fall under the realm of like a survival check to know what would like even him out?
You're holding him right now still.
I know
right?
I am. He's strapped to my fucking back. He's like roped to my back. Like, would that be a survival check? I've probably seen some like stuff like this on the battlefield before, where like we'd have to like get somebody up.
We're just giving him this cocktail of drugs.
I feel like I might have seen this before and might know how to help him out.
It would be funnily ironic if Chubbs, who hasn't been right himself in years, knows what it would take to get someone else right.
He was an old combat medic, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you're correct, so... Yeah, sure, let's
Under
do
the
it.
realm of okay.
Yeah,
let's go.
you're a combat medic. Let's make it happen.
Come on, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. That is a 21 modified.
Woo! All right. So someone here has actual medical knowledge.
I don't. Yeah. Don't ask me about my past. Don't ask me about my past.
All right.
None
so,
of us were, man.
I said that totally unabated.
No, I didn't ask.
like you brought it up. I'd like to think that, you know, that scene from The Office where, like, you know, Dwight's just standing there and Angela just kind of like pops up next to him and he's like, God, fuck, like you know. I feel like that's what happens with Pregnart. Like, he just, like, I just turned to my right and he's just there.
We left like a slime trail. Like,
I'm just like, ouch! Hey, little frog man.
And then to your other side, Stenton just disappears.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
When you turn to look for Stenton, Dedu is there.
How did... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yes.
As I start putting the pieces together of what it means to not have Stenton here, who was probably one of the only people who was going to back me up against...
Yeah. Stenton has just wandered off somewhere.
Yeah, probably to, you know, do something responsible as he does.
Dear listening audience, James was unable to make it tonight, and we feel like Stenton wandering off is probably the least he could do in this situation.
Right, and he said he would be back with us next week, though.
Yes,
Hell
he
yeah.
will.
Yeah.
So,
so
okay.
I know how to even him out.
Okay, do we have the stuff for it? Like, what do we need?
That's up to.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
asking you to ask. I'm asking you asking Dave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do you have what you need? No, you do not have what you need.
How hard is it to procure what we need?
I don't know, man. You know about
Come
it.
again?
Did we ever resolve on who you served with, Chubbs?
No.
No, he never told
Yeah,
us.
last wall.
Oh, yeah, it was last
Oh,
one.
yeah,
Last
it was.
wall. Well, you see, that's the problem is all of your medical military knowledge is all of plants and herbs and stuff around and north of the wall.
Fuck. He's in a kinkleberry hole. We gotta get him out.
Yes! Oh my god, that's perfect.
What do you suggest?
Of course he's in a K-hole.
It's a KB hole.
KV hole. It's a kinkleberry hole.
Oh, that's what happens when someone at the local ski resort falls down too hard and plops into the snow and leaves a KB hole.
There you go.
We need 2 sticks of sugar-free gum.
It grows beyond the wall.
No, you need the sticks of sugar-free gum to get the active ingredient out of the,
I feel like we're MacGyver chemistry right now.
Just
Well,
making
you're
shit up
working
is
with
what we're
Chubbs
doing.
on this one, yeah.
what's a good name for a plant?
I mean,
Crumbambula.
Crumbambula.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's what we needed. Yes, the crumbambula leaf.
We need 3 crumbambula leaves.
Crumbambulan leaves.
Crumbambulan leaves.
it's crumbambula.
So Dedu will do a nature check to see if there's any of that or anything close to that nearby.
Crumbambula only grows north of the wall.
Is there any other option that would be north or around here?
Hopefully somebody around here has some of it.
Does we can go back to, you know, Muad'Dib's apothecary.
I think we're still
just
in there.
left.
We're like literally outside
yeah.
the door. Like, we're not far.
I thought we went to the venue.
Oh,
No,
we did. No,
no,
I
no.
thought we did. Yeah.
No,
brought-
we ended after he had just blown the entire line.
Oh yeah. We
Yeah,
checked.
yeah.
Oh yeah, in the
came back
middle,
to
in
get
the
it,
middle of
yes.
this place.
Correct.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus!
Right in the middle of the street. Like I feel like this whole thing happened just outside.
I feel like we should
Muad'Dib's
just
spice shop.
turn right back
I wanna
around
turn
and go in.
right back to the innkeep to the what was this? It was a D,
Muad'Dib.
right?
Well,
Muad'Dib.
yeah, but it was Paul who was
Paul.
in there.
Yeah. So is that what happens then? You guys are going back in?
Well, I mean, we got to get him right.
Yes.
Okay. You go in. In the instant the first one of you makes it in the door, Paul's face just drops. You have got to be fucking kidding me.
Hello.
We just
Yes.
We need your help again.
yeah, we just forgot one small ingredient, and was just wondering if you had that too.
What is this small ingredient? And you can hear the dread in his voice. He knows where you're going with this.
We just need like 3 crambula leaves.
And as soon as Crumbambula leaves your mouth, his shoulders just droop that little bit more. You didn't know he had that extra gear of disappointment, but he engaged it just for you.
And 2 sticks of sugar-free gum.
Yeah.
Leaving aside the fact that who on earth chews gum without sugar? This isn't even a thing. Nobody does this.
I am going to give him the 100,000 mile stare.
Oh yeah, the signature Chubbs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chubbs is just going to be Chubbs right at him.
Yeah.
10 light
All
years
that
stare.
aside, Crumbambula leaves. You're kidding, right?
I'm afraid.
No.
I'm afraid not.
And after a sigh and a Picard facepalm, nobody's gonna have Crumbambula leaves. The stuff grows north of the wall. When's the last time you've heard of anybody getting anything from north of the wall?
Let me tell you about north of the wall.
There it is.
You don't want to know what's over there. I need all your Crumbambula and I need it now. So if he does have any of it, I'd like to, even if he has like a small stash somewhere, like in a hidden basement where he keeps like pre-war relics that have been that have been outlawed.
Pre-war root.
since-
That's the good stuff.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm really trying to even if he has anything left over from something somewhere, an antique, anything.
No. The only sort of person who would have Crumbambula is gonna be a complete quack of a doctor.
Oh.
No.
Not a honk of a doctor.
A real quack of a
A
duck.
quack doctor, not a honk doctor.
Hey, real quick, what does a duck usually eat its soup with?
Quackers.
Quackers.
All right, I'm out.
And we're
All right,
back.
goodbye.
You can leave now. Bye everyone. I'm leaving. Yeah. See ya.
If you're really looking to turn the joke around, you just ask it. Like, his bill, what are you, fucking stupid? You need
yes.
to use a straw?
Oh God.
Have you ever seen a quack doctor's bill?
There we go.
All right, that's it, guys. Show's
Zach is
over.
off the top rope.
We're
back.
That's it. No, we're killing the podcast. That's it.
And to
Podcast
say
killed
goodbye in
itself
our
months
last
ago.
Just
episode.
done.
That was
The
here.
cops roll up and arrest all of us, and it's over. It's like the end of Monty Python.
Yeah.
Quack doctor's bill. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So you need a quack doctor, and I don't mean a quack doctor. I mean a quack doctor.
Okay. So you said a quack doctor.
do you know of
We
any
get that.
quack doctors? Any reputable quack doctors? Sorry, it just sounds ridiculous when I say it.
While this conversation is getting more awkward, Dedu sticks his head back into his little rump sack full of sausages and it's just burrowing around in there.
Pregnart's helping.
Paul hands you a note with a name and an address.
That's mighty kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
We should like sprint there. Like we should go immediately.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's go there. Let me take a look around before we go inside, though.
So at the corner of D and 22,
Okay.
and you're looking for a doctor.
Wait, did you want to do something before we left the
No.
room? Okay.
Oh wait, I actually have to check. Did I already check this room for secret doors?
I don't think you did.
No.
Okay, I need to check this room for secret doors.
Check the room for secret doors.
That's gonna be an investigation check. That's gonna be 22.
There's a not quite so secret trap door behind the counter.
Okay, I'm glad it's there. I know it's there. I
Yeah.
feel confident that I know about all the entrances and exits to this room, so
Yeah.
I can go.
So Dedu will say, oh, what's the address again?
D and 22.
D and 22, and you're looking for a Dr. Bill Mallard.
Dedu will immediately pick up Pregnart and they will fly there.
Why?
Because we can.
No, not you.
Why me?
It was a delayed Y to the name
Oh,
of the
yeah,
doctor.
I get it.
Yeah. So let's go to this D22.
D22. So at the corner of D22. So here's the problem.
Okay.
Is there are what appears to be 3 different private practices in different fonts with a Dr. Bill Mallard on 3 of the 4 corners.
What's on the 4th corner?
A Wrong Aid drugstore.
Yes, it is.
Troops, let's spread out.
Big Pharma.
So hold on, fellas.
I'll go to the northeast corner.
Okay, these buildings that are situated at the corner, is there like an alley? Is there a back entrance? Is there any other entrance besides the front door?
There are doors just on the street corner. Kind of like, you know how right at the corner there'll be kind of like maybe a diagonal section with a door going in.
For sure.
That's what it is, into somewhat identical but not quite the same waiting areas.
But there's no like other entrances to this building? Everyone enters and leaves through this door.
That's where everyone enters and leaves. There might be a door in the alley behind there.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. So remember, everything's laid out kind of diagonally because instead of a square, the city's sort of laid out like a diamond, like it's
That's fine.
twisted 45 degrees. So in the northeast and southwest of the intersection, there are alleys going behind the buildings, but
Okay.
there are no good alleys in the northwest or southeast.
Okay. I just want to see if there is a back door to this.
There are
practice.
service entrances to
The Quactus?
Thank you.
Okay, so the drugstore is at the south corner of the intersection.
Okay.
But the northwest and east are all the drugstores. You can find service entrances on the north one on its northeast side, and on the east one on its northeast side. You cannot find back entrances to the drugstore or to the west practice.
Okay, that's fine. Fellas, I have an idea. At least for these places that have these back doors. I say, y'all go in. Doctor, you can just ask them, if they have this leaf or this crumbambula. I'm gonna take a peek in through the back.
Oh, all right. Now, what do each of the signs say each doctor is a doctor of?
It is just Dr. Bill Mallard, general practitioner on each of them.
On each one. Okay.
Yes.
So Doug's okay. I was gonna try and determine if there was one that was more likely to have what we're looking for.
My favorite would be if it's literally just one guy. He just has.
Yeah, that's
That's what it seems like.
I was thinking one was a proctologist, one was a dentist, one was like which one?
Urologist.
Yeah. I want to go behind the east one. I was like, you fellas go in there. Just start
All
asking
right.
around.
Behind the east, so you are on the northeast side
Uh-huh.
of the east practice.
Okay, sounds good. And is there a door?
All right, there is a door there.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Is it locked? I'm
Um,
gonna just try it like very subtly. It's like I'm walking by it. Like I'm walking down the alley. I'm just gonna like try the door.
it is unlocked.
Oh, great. I'm gonna take a very quiet peek in the door.
It looks like a records room.
A records room.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna hang out and wait to hear my companions. Maybe see if I can hear their voices coming from inside.
Yeah, we're gonna walk in the building that he walked into,
Okay, so you
or at
guys
least to do is.
go in through the front door, and it looks like a little waiting area. There's one little old lady sitting in some chairs at the far end, reading a newspaper. But other than that, the waiting room is empty.
Probably some headline about Lord Captain Quinn Southwind on it.
He is more sort of section 2 in the entertainment section.
Oh.
The breaking news is about the plague ship that came into port. A little bit about, let's see, the Frankie Wild news would be arts and culture also in that B section. And they're probably both on the front page there. They're both pretty big deals.
Okay.
So to do a walk in, and kind of like fluff out his feathers a little bit and look around. Is it a nice office?
Relatively nice, a little dated, maybe by about 10 years or so. You can kind of see, where sort of spots in the carpet where there's a little more traffic, that sort of thing.
Dedu will walk over to like the desk and kind of like put his like feathered elbow on the table and like crane his neck around.
To see if he sees anybody.
Is Dr. Mallard in? And he's kind of just like poking around looking.
The receptionist there, who looks like she's about a bazillion years old and has smoked a pack a day for every one of those bazillion years.
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, okay, good. We're in the same place.
I was worried we'd get through an episode without a reference.
I'm physically incapable of doing this.
Does she respond?
Yeah. The doctor's not in today.
Dedu will walk back out and start walking across the street to the other one.
Just
whoa.
moonwalks out of there, doesn't say a thing after that.
Yep.
I mean, like, clearly there's a patient waiting, so there must be something going on.
Is there a patient waiting?
There was a woman
She was reading a
sitting
newspaper.
there.
I thought that was a secretary.
Of course not.
It's like, okay.
The little old lady reading the paper was in the waiting room.
Okay, I misinterpreted that as a secretary.
Well,
Excuse me.
since you've already walked out,
Yep.
Chubbs will walk back in.
Oh no.
Excuse me.
Walk up to the lady.
Or not. I'll just stand here and just try to get her attention. And you just
Are
do
you
your
there?
thing.
Are you, are you
That's
yelling,
cool.
excuse me?
Chubbs, have you walked into the
No, it's
room?
okay. Go ahead. Do your thing.
No, go ahead.
No.
Chubbs is taking is following on this one.
You're a tank, my friend. Just do your thing.
Take the lead.
Jesus fucking Christ, roll a fucking die.
I'm gonna roll a die.
Passive
what are we
aggression
dying?
meets active aggression.
What are we rolling for?
I don't know. Guys, just make a decision.
Seriously.
Excuse me. There's a lady here waiting in your waiting room.
Yeah, the doctor's not here today, so she's gonna have to keep waiting.
For days?
Did you tell her that?
That's not a me problem.
Can I hear this conversation coming from?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'd like to sneak in.
You, make a, we'll call it a stealth check, because I feel
Hell
like
yeah.
that encompasses everything.
So what's? Hold on a sec. 31.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say that you are sufficiently stealthy.
Almost indetectable.
18 plus 13, right? 31.
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of stealth.
Expertise, baby.
That's nice.
All right. Okay, so I'm super quiet. I'm gonna just like, okay, it's the same level as the office itself, right? It's not like one of those like split level kind of like the.
No,
street
it's
goes
all
down.
on the same
Okay.
level.
Okay. Is there only records in here now that I can get a better?
There's
look?
only records in this room, yes.
Okay, but there are other rooms.
Yes, if you go out into the hallway, you can see other rooms.
Can I see reception from here?
You can hear what sounds like a sentient pile of gravel talking off to your left.
Okay, that's a clever way of describing that. Okay, so I'm gonna go. What's to my right?
To your right, there appear to be 3 closed doors, one on each side of the hallway and one at the end.
Okay, I'm gonna go with door number 1 on the left.
Okay, so you get to door number 1 on the left, and that door is locked.
I will use my thieves' tools.
Use your thieves' tools.
Welcome to the club, Toby.
Nope, I am proficient, and as a result, I get to use
right.
reliable talent, so
Yes,
that
you
becomes
do.
a 10 on the die,
So
plus
that
13
natural-
is 23.
The natural one that you just rolled
Wait
is
a minute.
overturned.
It is
Right.
overturned.
Yeah, that literally
Is that really how that
we-
happens?
Yeah,
If I make an ability check where I add my proficiency bonus, rolls of 9 or lower are 10.
Oh, that's great. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we actually put thought and research into that one.
So even
Flex.
even when you roll a nat 1,
It's a 10.
no longer a nat
as long
1.
as he's proficient in the skill.
As long as I'm
He can't even-
proficient
I thought
in
a
it.
nat 1 trumps everything.
But that changes the raw
It changes
dice
the
output.
die output.
Okay.
Yeah,
no.
it changes
I
the
mean, you
number
guys
of-
obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm. That's very curious.
I was asking Dave about this when I was leveling up Tabi,
Yeah.
and it was like, and we looked it up, like we looked up the ruling for it, and like that's it. And I was like, oh my god, he actually can't
awesome.
fuck up
Yeah.
at these things specifically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, hence the reliable
Oh,
talent.
as long as you have proficiency.
Right, and I have
yeah.
expertise with these thieves tools,
Sure.
so plus
Yep.
13, yeah, so it's 23 to unlock the door.
Oh my god, from a nat 1?
Fuck you. 20.
Victory from the jaws of defeat.
Tabi's seen some shit, and he's had to learn some things.
Apparently.
All right. So you open the door. You're still stealthing, right?
Yes, and I'm doing this very quietly. I mean, I'm trying to make not a peep.
Okay. It does look like when you enter this room, there is an older gentleman and a younger secretary in a somewhat compromising position.
Oh, no.
Mike Wazowski.
I'm going to very quietly shut the door, and hopefully they did not hear me open it.
Are you proficient in sleight of hand?
I am.
Okay, good. Then I don't have to go fishing for the one. You close it properly.
I do.
All right, so you've got a couple more doors.
Okay, so definitely not the left one. Let's go with... I'm just going in lefts, so now I'm going to go with the one in the middle of the hallway.
The one in the middle of the hallway. Good.
Yeah.
That one is also locked.
I will use my thieves' tools.
You will use your thieves' tools, where you can get no lower than a 23.
That is true.
So you can just take it as read that you open the door.
I think you might have broke the game.
No, I
No,
haven't.
it just means that he's going to have to roll for sufficiently difficult ones and not
Exactly.
your average bog standard locks,
Exactly.
which you can now pretty much just pop reliably,
Yes.
reliable talent,
Yes.
as he goes. So yes, you do pop the lock, you get into the room, and it is a storage room.
Perfect. Now, the problem is, I don't think I ever asked any of these fellas what the fuck this looks like. So I'm going to look, are any of the things in the storeroom labeled?
Yeah, everything is meticulously labeled.
Beautiful. Are they in alphabetical order?
More or less.
Okay. I'm going to start in the section of C's and see if there's crumbambula.
Spelled with a K.
Well, I
and
don't-
I'm
was
going to
just
say
gonna
that
say
it
that.
takes 4d6 minutes to find it.
That's fine. That's okay. I can deal with that.
Let's see, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15 minutes to find it.
Okay, but I find it?
Yes, you do find it in 15 minutes.
Okay. Is it like, what kind of a container is it in? I want to make sure I know how I'm handling this thing.
It is in a jar with leaves. There's foil around. Well, yeah, it's just whole leaves in the jar. It's not ground
But
up
it's a
or
glass
anything
jar.
like that. Yes, it's a
Okay.
glass jar with a
Airtight?
foil seal
Okay.
on the lid.
Okay, cool. I'm going to put it into one of my. I'm going to probably put it into the pouch of my front left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you acquire it.
Yeah.
And you attempt to leave.
I'm going to attempt to leave. Yes.
All right. Let's see.
I'm going to peek my head out into the hallway first to make sure that no one is.
The doctor
Moving
is
around.
in his office for another 2d10 minutes. 11. So he leaves his office a couple minutes before you do.
Okay.
Before you leave the storage room.
Okay.
But he does not enter the storage room.
Okay.
So as you leave, you see the doctor walking down the hall towards the end.
Towards
This one-
like reception.
Yeah,
or
towards
whatever.
reception.
Okay.
Let's see. Your stealth check can do no lower than a 23. We're just going to have him make a quick perception, which, yes, will very obviously not beat a 23, so you
Sounds
make
good.
it out just fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go out the back again.
Yeah.
Okay.
You make it out fine. You now have the
We
leaves.
don't have any money.
Tabby is just a fucking ninja now, apparently.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, when you guys when the interns last saw him, he was literally like running towards a portal that randomly opened that like rescued him from some fucking crazy demon shit. So like he's been all over, and he's also lost 31 squared.
Right. 5 years in some interdimensional hellscape
10
will do
years.
that to a man.
10 years.
10 years in an
10 years?
interdimensional hellscape, and guess what?
I
Level
forgot how
10
old he was to
rogues
begin with.
are kind of busted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tabby's a young man. He's 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I tell this old woman that the doctor is not in and that she shouldn't wait any longer, like what happens? Like I feel bad for her.
Well, this one's like an audiologist, so she can't really hear what's going on, right? Is that what
Well,
an audiologist
eventually,
does?
11
Nose and
minutes
throat
later,
doctor.
11 minutes later, the doctor enters and begins his practice for the day.
And I'm
The
just gonna-
secretary none the wiser that he actually did that because he came in through the unlocked back door, hence why it was unlocked.
So I'm actually gonna try to walk my way around to the front of the building now.
Yeah.
And when I open the door, I'm just gonna kind of like pop my head in, like sort of subtly point my finger at Dr. Dedu.
Oh, I'm outside already.
You're already outside.
I wanted
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna tell you like, hey, I got it. When I collect the fellas,
You did? How'd you do that?
we'll talk about it later. Like, can you just collect the fellas?
Sure.
Let's collect the fellas.
We should go.
I'm pretty much always with Dr. Dudu.
Yeah.
Pregnart.
So really, it's just the two of you in there? Oh, shit.
And
In a few minutes, I want to cut to how you guys are interacting, how Dr. Dedu
Amazing.
and Pregnart are interacting, because it's always gold.
Gold. Solid gold.
We're getting down to some sausage business. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, man.
Before we leave this room, I'm assuming
It's not a euphemism. Sorry.
No, it's really sausage business.
Yeah, it's literally a single entendre.
Why does that elicit perverted laughter? That's my question.
No, it's just funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's just funny.
Funny.
So what are you idiots doing?
I am asking everyone in this room,
I
which
have
is just
very
the
high
two of them,
intelligence, thank you.
and the doctor now, since he's practicing when they come out. Does anyone have any sugarless gum?
Oh my god. Good god.
Let's see. And the people in the room. Let's see, the old lady, the doctor, and the secretary. Who on earth would eat sugarless gum?
Oh, and I'll walk up.
Well, now that the doctor's here, I feel very much better for this poor old lady that's been waiting for so long.
That's a good thing. I'm glad you didn't tell her to go home, because she'd have missed her appointment.
How vile.
Do we know what she's in there for? I'm curious.
No, it doesn't matter. The doctor's here now.
That'd be a fucking HIPAA violation.
Yeah. Henrietta the Hippo
Chubbs.
would not like it if you talked about her.
Henry the HIPAA?
Henrietta the Hippo.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Henrietta the Hippo.
You guys come outside now?
Yes.
Gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone is outside, and you now have your crumbambula leaves.
Yeah, and I'm going to look at Chubbs and be like, is this what you need, man? Like, is this enough?
That's the stuff.
Okay, let's go somewhere, like, private.
I need the gum.
Do you really need the gum, or can
Yes.
you just get it from the... Oh, shit.
Why do you think I've been asking everyone that I meet, where's the gum?
I just thought you really like things without flavor.
Frankie Wild looks at you, and if you thought you had a 1,000-yard stare, his is like the 10-kilometer stare going right back through you. But who would eat the sugarless gum?
So, like, I mean, what would happen if we just gave him one of these leaves?
It's not gonna do the trick.
But what would happen?
I'm gonna do what I have to do.
Dr. Dedu would like to roll a nature check to see if he knows what would happen.
Oh, yeah, let's
Yes.
see
go
how
for
this
it.
works.
12.
For an intelligent man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Made some
I'm
terrible
rolling low
rolls.
on those ones, yeah.
No, for a 12, you know it wouldn't work right, but you're not really sure what would happen. Just that it wouldn't have the intended effect without the sugarless gum to
Yeah, no.
leach part of the leaf out.
Diarrhea is involved.
Okay.
He might get diarrhea. Somebody else might.
Well, we can't have him shitting
somebody's
himself
I
on
guess
stage.
I guess it's obvious that it's gonna be
Yes.
very difficult to find sugarless gum. So I'm gonna do what I have.
You say that without really asking where. I mean,
I've asked multiple people, and everyone has looked at me. Who in God's name would?
they just don't
sugarless
eat
gum?
sugarless
Yeah,
gum.
what world is this with
Oh, you
such
know what?
poor
No.
regard for dental health?
I'm gonna go to the wrong aid
Yes. The
And
wrong
I'm-
aid is a good place to check.
and up to the counter and buy a pack of sugarless gum.
And you know what? The wrong aid has sugarless gum.
Amazing!
I don't have any money.
This man plowed right
No,
through the red herring
you
and just
don't have
went
any money.
right to
I-
it and got the sugarless gum.
I don't have any money.
Dedu.
That's actually a good detail here.
No. Dedu has done this before. So Dedu will walk up behind you as you're walking in, and he'll have turned a piece of stone outside into a piece of silver.
Oh, right, because it lasts for a short time.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's perfect.
And I'll put that down as payment for as much gum as that will buy.
Yes. That actually, one piece of silver will buy like almost a box of gum.
Okay, so we buy a box of gum. It's way more than we need, but that's okay.
Yeah, so you now have an entire like box of 20 packs of 5 sticks each. So 100 sticks of sugarless gum
Now keep in
that
mind
you
that
got by running the short grift over a rock that's been temporarily transformed into
Temporarily
a
is
piece
the
of
We
key
should
word
get the
there.
fuck out of like where this is before they come like get us for like petty larceny.
we need to leave.
Okay.
Over gum.
Give me the leaves And the gum.
Yeah, let's go somewhere like private first before I just start pulling these things out.
Oh, right.
Okay. So if you're looking for close, there are the alleys to the northeast of this intersection and to the southwest.
No,
of
somewhere
this
a little
intersection.
further away from the places we just stole shit from.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you
good
don't
point.
know a ton of this city. You know where the Tarantian Theater is.
Oh, we can go back to the armory.
Could we do it in the green room? Oh yeah, we could go back to the armory.
We should do it. We should do it in the.
time.
We should do it. We should do it in the green room. That makes more sense. At least he's at the venue. Do you know what I mean? At least we
maybe-
get him there.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, you know what? We had a safe spot at the.
All right, let's go to the armory. Let's
You
go
know,
back
I
to
mean,
the
those are
armory.
your people.
You know what?
Yeah.
So the venue is on the way to the armory.
Okay.
Because I haven't laid out the city on a map per se yet, so I can just sort of say
Put
things
things
like
wherever the
that.
fuck
Yeah.
you want. Yeah.
And narratively, it makes, well, for a fun time for me to have the venue on the way there. And now we're about 2 hours before the concert.
Okay.
They haven't started letting people in yet. Apparently, they're sorting out some sort of security thing, it looks like. The lines are everywhere.
Okay.
People are a little ornery.
I'm gonna
They're
see that.
agitated.
I'm gonna see a crowd building up, and I'm going to touch Frankie and cast invisibility.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Yes.
Because as soon as Frankie sees the crowd, he starts screaming.
Frankie.
Only long enough to take breaths in. Just a,
Frankie.
I take my socks off and I shove them in Frankie's mouth. Oh my
Nice. Nice. Now, question: does this sound? Do I need to? And I'm gonna ask if an insight roll is required here.
I'm just gonna open my mouth in the same cue as his
Yeah.
noises. So it looks like I'm screaming.
That's good. That's real good.
Yeah.
Do I know if this is terrified or excited screaming?
terror. Sheer abject horror.
Frankie, these are the light people. They're the light people, man.
We need to get this man to the armory right now.
Yeah, the armory's probably a better place to go.
Okay, I'm sprinting. I am sprinting as fast as I can move to the armory.
With an invisible Frankie on your
Yeah,
back.
Screaming
so it
with my
sounds
socks in
like
his
a
mouth.
siren coming from behind you, but you're booking it. So like the Doppler effect is in full effect here, and it's going like as you get further away from people.
Okay.
You'd have to be accelerating for the pitch to continue to drop.
Oh my god. You're right. Damn
Yeah,
you.
look,
Just saying.
I know that's more math than I'm capable of.
All
Right?
I'm
right.
going fast. I'm not going slow. I am accelerating.
But I mean,
Accelerating means
continue to-
getting faster.
yeah, to continue to accelerate
I'm going downhill.
by the end. All right, all
Okay,
right.
that's an acceleration.
Going downhill.
That's fair.
No, I know how he can be accelerating while moving at a relatively constant speed down the road. He just needs to be going serpentine down the road.
I am
Those changes in
serpentine.
direction are accelerations.
Yeah, but not relative to the point
Oh
of
my
perception
goodness.
of the
Oh,
audio.
And
We're at the armory.
word.
Yeah, now we're at the armory.
Physics.
All right, so you give me the chrysanthemum.
The crumbambula.
The
crumbambula.
The
Yes, I give it
crumbambula.
to you.
Okay. I smash the bottle open.
Okay, so now you've got crumbambula leaves that have been slightly torn up
I've done this
shards of
before.
glass.
I've
Use a
done this-
lid.
and shards of glass.
You only
Done
need
this before. He
you
says.
only need one of these. I take one leaf.
You said 3.
Well, again, we want to be sure we don't fuck it up. So we needed 3.
You stole a whole jar anyway, so it doesn't
got a
matter.
ton.
There's 20 leaves in there.
We needed to make sure we didn't fuck it up, so I want to smash this thing to immediately fuck it up and still have room for
No,
error.
that's apparently how you do it properly.
Okay. In my hand, I put one leaf in my hand and I start crushing it up with my knuckle.
Are you
So I
chewing
have
the
a-
gum while you do this?
So I have a
Which
powdered.
knuckle on which finger?
It's my right knuckle on my right hand, crushing the leaves into the palm.
You
of
answered
my
neither
left
of my
hand.
questions.
He means his middle
My
knuckle.
middle
on which
knuckle,
finger?
my fattest knuckle.
All right.
Just
So the base knuckle of your middle
base
finger
knuckle
on
of
your
my
right
middle
hand.
finger of my right hand,
All right.
crushing up the leaves.
The audience is like right there now.
Yeah, I'm right
Yes.
there.
And I say, somebody throw me a stick. 2 of them.
The stick of gum?
Throw it into my open mouth.
Oh, like the stick. Okay.
Pregnart immediately snatches the gum from whomever
Oh,
has
yeah.
it
And throws it into my open
yeah,
mouth.
unwrapped.
Okay.
No, I mean, I didn't unwrap it. They're just still wrapped.
And there's still Pregnart goo all over.
I
it.
spit them both out and say, just hand me
oh.
2 pieces. Do you
All
hand
right.
me 2 pieces?
Yeah.
Okay,
Here you
unwrap
go.
them.
Here it come.
I unwrap them with my right hand.
You leave disgusting residue.
What does it taste like?
What is
You're the
that
first
from?
one to taste it.
When we first met
Oh.
Pregnart.
Oh, the
The
goo?
sausage
Yeah,
vendor.
what does Pregnart goo taste like?
Oh, it tastes like
On top of sugarless gum.
Wait, shouldn't...
It's like salty moss.
There it is.
Oh.
That's probably not too bad for you.
I'll be honest with you, I've licked a lot of rocks with salty moss on them before.
You survived for like 2 months on just salty moss.
I'm not shook about it.
Out in the
Actually,
jungle.
like, it's you could tell it's kind of tripping me back into like some old
Oh no, you just
distant
triggered
memories.
some, like,
That's a win. That's a win.
I'm holding it together as well as I can. I start chewing these 2 pieces of gum. I spit on my hand, just a big gob of spit into this, like, you know, dust that's in my hand. It forms like this, like, tacky, like Play-Doh-y
Yeah, sure.
consistency. And
Putty.
It's like a putty. Yeah, like a stickier putty.
You're like sticky putty?
Like and I force it in Frankie's mouth and like force his jaw to clench on it, open and shut on it like a fucking
I've
gator.
definitely ended concentration on invisibility by now, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so now he's chewing it and swallowing.
Arg, arg, arg,
The goo.
arg. Somebody took the socks out of his mouth first.
Yes,
right?
of course I took I had to put them back on my feet. I ran all the way here without socks on.
Wow.
Wow, man.
Sometimes a party really takes you places you had no intention on.
You had to do what I had to do it.
I know.
And then so after he's chewed on this and swallowed a good bit of it, I take the wad out of his mouth and I put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Go. 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 He is just making the worst face.
Uh-huh.
Okay, boys. His voice sounds about an octave lower than normal right now.
No.
Let's get it on.
Okay, that's great, Frankie. That's great.
This doesn't sound like Frankie.
I mean, I'll take what we can get. Okay, wait, hold on.
But he's
Frankie,
gotta sing.
Frankie, how about give us a little jig? What do you give us? Maybe just a quick ad lib of one of your
jig.
favorite tunes.
An ad lib. Do you think that's the kind of person I am? And Frankie gets up in your face. He grabs you by both shoulders, looks you dead in the eyes, like pulls you to about 6 inches away.
He's doing this all while he's strapped to my back. He's just like pulled you
Yes.
closer while he's just strapped to my back.
I am the Kobold King. I can do, and shoves you away, both hands full force, anything! And then slumps over unconscious.
Oh God, I'm the fucking Lizard King. Jesus,
Well-
he's went full Robert California. Okay,
We should get
Jim
him to the
Morrison,
show.
thank you very much.
right. Okay, so hold on a second. Now he's unconscious.
Yes.
This is not any better than it was before.
No, it is. He'll be all right.
Guys, I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but we're in a time crunch here.
Chubbs,
2
make
hours.
an insight
I
check.
should make an insight check here. Huh?
You should. That would be smart. Wise, actually.
That's not great.
Not great.
10.
I will I might as well. I'm going to give you my inspiration.
Yeah, he had adult onset
Adult
inspiration.
onset inspiration.
Yeah.
That's better.
That is much better. That is a 19. Quick math, bitches.
Yeah.
No, that's an 18.
Oh,
damn
so
it.
You,
close.
you had
So close.
you originally thought he was dead, but you see him breathing. He'll be up in an hour.
Worth it.
Okay. Okay. Well worth it. Thank you. Thank you, Jarrell.
Not Jerome.
Thank you, Dadu.
for your inspiring words.
This is getting complicated.
All right.
So Frankie will be awake in an hour, which is good because the show is an hour and a half away, more or less.
So he's going to have 30 minutes to prepare and reunite with his bandmates who hate him. This is great.
Yes.
They'll figure that out.
Hate him and actively don't want to do this with him.
You know what?
Minus
I think
Frankie
now's,
Wild is in
I
the
think,
title.
fellas, I think now's our opportunity to talk to the band. And while Frankie rests, maybe we try to make just help things go smoothly. There's a lot of money in it for us, fellas.
We can mend their differences.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You do the talking.
That's not a good idea.
I don't want him doing the talking.
I think that our slimy friend over here would be the best person to negotiate.
I'll let
peace.
them know what I want and
Look at that face.
I like it.
Look at that face.
I like you.
How could you say no to that face?
I like to have friends.
Pregnart, you're all right, man.
Pregnart does have a way with people.
I don't know if that's true.
That is true.
It is 100% true.
Okay, let's do it.
In my personality traits, it says I speak in a really ridiculous voice that makes people either love or hate me. So.
Great. Yeah, let's leave it to a crapshoot. I'm down.
But, you know, his charisma is stellar, so you never know.
He does have a really good charisma.
Anyway,
Steelar.
so I'd say we head to the venue at this point now. Let's sneak Frankie into the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were supposed to go to that door.
Can you invisibilize him again?
It's probably smart. Yes, I can. I will make Frankie invisible again. In fact, I'll actually make you, Chubbs, also invisible. Only because, like, it's going to look weird, because it does look like you're holding someone strapped to your back, but there's no one there. So it might be better if both of you are unseen.
Fine with me.
Oh, actually, no, I can't, because it's only this level. Sorry, just Frankie.
Okay.
My bad.
How do you approach the venue then?
I mean,
How are we approaching the venue?
I say we just try to find our way around to, like, where the entrance we were told to bring him to is. Mm-hmm. And then
Okay.
go from there.
So, how are you getting Frankie there?
Well, he's invisible, strapped to...
He's invisible. Okay.
Yeah, he's invisible, strapped to Chubbs's back.
All right. You guys will be able to get to the backstage right door.
Okay.
It takes you a little bit to get there. Frankie will be awake in about 15 minutes, and the show starts in 45.
Preggy, do some talking, baby.
So, so do we actually... So we do make it in, though, right?
Yes, you guys make it in.
Do you see Jirel there? Like he would have to let
Yes,
you in.
you would pass Jarrell at the door.
Is Frankie still invisible?
At this point...
Frankie is invisible until you go through the door, I assume.
Yeah, I was going to say, until we're in complete safety from the view of others, he is invisible.
I guess Jirel will do a perception to see if he recognizes Pregnart, because he's the only one out of the entire group.
You're trying to perceive Pregnart, make it an advantage. It's really hard to miss the guy.
All right,
I'm kind of dancing around and trying to get
Nat
their
20.
attention.
Also, he's literally the only frog person you've ever seen. It's not like you're mistaking him for anyone else.
Ever in your life.
Pregnart, is that you?
It is me, hello.
Who are you with?
I'm with my friends.
Oh, this is going to be so amazing. Audience, just wait. Just wait
Yes.
for the fucking madness.
Where is Frankie?
I'm already confused.
Right.
Frankie is, he's invisible. He's right on Job's back.
Yeah,
I drop him off my back, which I assume kicks the invisibility.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
No,
well,
you just drop an invisible load on the floor and it lands with a thud that isn't matched with anything actually hitting the
We're
ground.
trying to hide him from the crowd. We should bring him inside.
I hog tie with the rope that I had him tied to me to his legs and his arms.
Now, does the rope turn invisible, or is it just float there?
No, and I want you to make a sleight of
'Cause
hand
I'm gonna-
check
yeah.
at disadvantage because you're trying to tie knots around
Correct.
something
Around
that you
it.
literally can't see.
Okay.
Could have
Now,
just brought
does
him
this-
inside.
Does this have... Yes, whatever.
Regardless of what you roll, you're going to think you tied a great knot.
At this point, Jirel is
It's
going
disadvantage,
to
though.
push Chubbs out of the way anyway, because he's supposed to be protecting this person and carry him in to the venue.
14.
A 14. Okay, you still managed to tie a convincing hitch around him if you're looking to drag this invisible mass in.
Jarrell undoes the knot and lifts him up and brings
Oh,
him
I
in.
just
He's
wanted to be
security
sure
for
that
him.
he can't do anything once he wakes up.
He can't. Jarrell's got him now.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
So good. You've got a rock star. He'll be waking up relatively soon.
Okay.
So Pregnart wants to go talk to the band.
Yes, I'm going to.
Bobby, what are you doing?
Ooh. I mean, at this point, I may be looking for like my actual like the friends that I know.
Okay.
You know,
Good. Because remember, you've seen Jarrell. I don't know if
I've never met Jarrell.
you've
Nope,
never met
never.
Jarrell. Okay.
Think about it. This was
Yeah.
the first
you haven't.
5 episodes of our podcast ever.
Yeah.
Is when Tabby was last seen,
Yep.
and he was a little boy.
0 is not here.
Jarrell
Hamlet
literally
is
only
unaccounted for.
Yep.
Jarrell only knew Pregnart.
So I'm gonna just start like walking through the building and looking for someone recognizable.
Okay, we're gonna put a pin in that
Yes.
and work our way around. Murph, what are you doing right now?
I am probably helping as much as I can with Chubbs and Jarrell. I don't want to leave Frankie's side.
All right, 1 second. I'm taking notes on it too. Okay, so you are staying.
He's also actively looking for Quinn because he's never met Quinn.
okay, but you're kind of passively looking
But
from Quinn from where you are.
And
Right.
we're-
Like,
and
I
we're
don't want to
backstage.
I don't want to keep like
So-
yeah.
Just run it by me again. Who are you staying by?
I'm with Jarrell and Chubbs.
Okay.
Headed toward the green room with Pregnart
Right.
and Dedu.
Oh, and Pregnart. Sorry.
J. Chubbs going to the green room. Okay, so that's what Murph is doing. Chubbs, you are going with them to the green room,
Correct. Yes. I am.
Okay. Dr. Dedu, what is he doing?
just walking around like a big bird.
Dr. Dedu wandering around.
Big bird. now.
Like a big bird. Write that down, Dave.
So what does that mean? Like arms wide open, like wings wide open,
I
flapping around,
need
wiggling the
I
booty.
need Mort and Dedu to meet.
Dedu literally starts wandering backstage, and Crane Head pokes behind the curtain, and you just hear, and he goes
Mort
back.
is near the green room. Okay,
It-
good. I'll be able to set that up in a moment. Tabby, you are looking around. for
Yeah, I'm
people
probably
you
starting to
know.
walk towards the stage.
You don't
area.
realize what that honk is really gonna do.
No.
Okay,
No, we don't.
good. So we've got all of those people lined up. So Pregnart, Murph, Jarrell, and Chubbs are headed toward the green room. And you will eventually run into a Mort who is there.
Oh my God.
So Mort and Chubbs get to run into each other.
Mort's still wearing the popcorn suit.
So Mort,
Correct.
you see a frog person that I don't believe you've ever met.
And a goose person that
A
you've
goose
never met.
person that you've the goose
No.
person's
met-
wandering around
you
independently.
met
He's not with
Pregnart.
them yet.
Mort met Pregnart on the boat.
Yes,
did.
you did.
Oh, okay, good. He did. All right. So yes, so you Pregnart approaches in the company of Jarrell, obviously, and Chubbs.
And Murph.
And
Congratulations,
Murph,
you
yes.
played yourself.
And
All right, so those people converge upon Mort near the green room.
Dedu looks you straight in the eye and again goes,
Mort has.
Yeah, Mort now hears the honk.
Okay, so
You've heard the honk of the
if
wild.
you all remember me pledging my allegiance, Mort pledging his
Yes.
allegiance to the goose leader, now he literally sees a full-size grown goose and thinks this is the goose leader.
Goose person.
I'm sorry, goose person, goose doctor,
Dr. Goose
Dr.
person.
Goose.
Dr. Goose person, and thinks this is the leader and hits the ground on his knees. All his popcorn is now, I am popping off. I am.
Yes, he is.
I
does the
am
bag
popping
tear
off.
open? Is
Yeah.
there like
Yeah,
your
there's,
naked
like,
ass and
full-
popcorn?
There's
everywhere?
popcorn filling the hallway.
There's
Just
steam.
It
Yes,
okay.
Steve.
I'm going to word of DM. The tear is near the ass. And it is falling out behind him.
You got him while he was drinking.
He's crapping popped
just
corn.
falling out popcorn everywhere.
So, is it a lot of normal tiny popcorns, or is it just like proportionally sized popcorns to the bag? Are they giant popcorns?
Very small popcorns.
Okay.
Whoa, so it's a
smaller than
small
normal?
popcorn.
A lot. It could feed like literally everyone in this venue.
Wow.
In fact, somebody is grabbing those little paper boats and filling them with popcorn and handing them to the people that are waiting on.
Murph is doing
That's
it.
what Murph is doing. Okay.
Murph is distributing snacks.
To all the
I'm
people
like,
waiting outside.
popcorn.
Well, Mort is now. He's pooping popcorn and just honking. Honk, goose leader! I knew this day would come. What do you want from me? What is the destiny I need to fulfill? Honk, honk, honk.
That's very rude of you to say. And the dude's gonna stick his head into the popcorn and start just eating the popcorn.
Dude, you honk at
Right
him
up his
wrong.
ass.
No, because
The
it's
dude
all
just
over the
sticks
floor.
his head up his ass. That's what I'm imagining.
I mean, Dedoo's head's always been up his ass to a certain degree.
Mort is now attached to Dedoo, like they
Inseparable?
are inseparable. And I have my hand at a salute on my forehead. Now it's just my naked body covered in butter. All the popcorn's gone.
Pregnart is ecstatic that he has another seemingly
Strange person.
Slimy
just as
person.
close compatriot.
Yes.
Somebody who sees the admiration that Dr. Dedoo deserves.
And literally anything that Dr. Dedoo says for me to do or just exclaims is something like any command that Dr. Dedoo says, Mort will follow. I mean,
Right? That.
Okay.
with no question.
Yeah, you're stuck on that now.
A very angry human pops his head out of the nearest door, which has a marquee, kind of little marquee sign or a star on the door, rather, saying "The Wild Bunch." I already don't want to be here. What the hell is going on out there?
Hello. We are bringing the star of the show.
That's a great place to start.
So this guy, who already looks a little angry, now has a full look of just pure disgust on his face.
I'm Pregnart. Who are you?
I am Chops McGarnagle, and I am the guitar player for Frankie Wild and the Wild Bunch, minus Frankie Wild. I'm already not happy that they tacked that albatross back onto our show just as we were getting successful.
Guitar. I love guitar.
And in a very charming way, Pregnart plays some air guitar.
One of his songs.
Yes, make
Well, you
oh
couldn't
geez,
tell
how would
that.
one charm? Make a performance check.
23.
That is some fantastic air guitar. And Chops McGarnagle, as angry as he is about all of this, cannot deny the spirit of the rock. And he warms up to you a little bit. Let me introduce you to the rest of the band. Guys, come on out here. And a dwarf and a gnome come out of the room as well. These are men who need no introduction. Obviously, most of the world knows about Chops McGarnagle and the bass player known only as Beef in all capitals. And the drummer, a gnome named Combustulo, always with an exclamation point at the end.
Just one? Just one exclamation point?
Yes, just one. Combustulo, Beef, and Chops McGarnagle are the Wild Bunch.
They were just going to perform as a trio?
Yes. They were
Interesting.
told there was going to be a special guest, but they weren't told until the day of the show that it was the one person in the world they didn't want singing for
see.
them.
Is Chops human?
Chops is a human, yes. Beef is a dwarf. Combustulo is a gnome.
Pregnart doesn't have any, I don't think, previous knowledge or experience with the band, but
No.
upon seeing all three members, I think this is his new favorite band, and he becomes even more excited.
You asked to play air guitar in the band.
Oh, I should, yeah.
Can I play air guitar in your band?
And Beef steps up. Are you, little frogman? I'd be offended if you didn't.
Yeah.
You must play the air guitar with us.
Writing that down too.
Pregnart does a celebratory triple backflip.
Pregnart talking to band. Pregnart.
Hey, Pregnart, newest member of band.
Right.
New-
The hype man.
Air guitar player.
Can I wear a suit?
If you can get a suit in the next 15 minutes, you may wear your suit. I have no idea where we would find a frog-shaped suit at this hour. But Frankie's around, so weirder shit's happened today already.
I'm going to say that Pregnart wants to sort of magic up like a shiny ice suit.
Okay, what are you using to do that?
I'm going to use shape water and also animate objects. So I'm going to shape the water into a suit around me.
Okay.
And that's a cantrip. And a 5th level spell of animate objects I'm going to use to like make the water like undulate and entertainingly swarm around my body.
That's absolutely amazing. Like, that is innovative spell usage. I love it. And even if the rules didn't necessarily provide for it, that is exactly what is happening now.
So
I do
Pregnart
love
now
it.
has like a shining, magical, undulating, icy water suit.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yes. It is amazing. The Wild Bunch is never going to want to play without you at this point.
Well, they're going to have to.
Yes, they are. They will be living unfulfilled without you, their new personal muse in the water suit.
So is this going to be built now as Frankie Wild and the Wild Bunch minus Frankie Wild with special guest Frankie Wild featuring Pregnart?
Yes.
Can somebody make this bill? If there is
This is going to be the show of the century.
I would like if somebody could draw what this bill would look
You know
like.
Phil could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got that. We're at 15 minutes to showtime. Frankie Wild is just shaking the fog off of himself. Now, where was he left?
In the green room.
He is in the green room.
Jarl's still in there with him.
Is he still invisible?
No.
Once he was inside, I terminated the invisibility. I was just
Okay.
making sure that he was not in any field of view of his fans.
Okay, so he is waking up, shaking himself off in the green room. Oh my God. Where am I? I'll be ready to go. His voice has returned to normal now, by the
All
way.
right. Now, also keep in mind that whenever anybody is within 10 feet of Jarl, they're immune to being frightened.
That is a good
Wow, we are ready. Chops, beef, combustulo. Have you come back for me? And combustulo looks at him. No. No, we have not.
I will not play without Frankie Wild.
And they can't play without you. Oh, no.
That's
Check
great.
fucking mate.
Pregnart for the win.
Oh,
So,
Pregnart just mic dropped him.
So Chops comes out with a relationship based upon extortion, loathing, and an ultimatum. Well, this is about as rock and roll as we get. Let's do this. And right at that point, the house lights dim in the odd. The crowd just starts going absolutely bananas, and it's loud enough where, unfortunately, none of you hear the oncoming sounds of the impending disaster that is Angus Core. And that is where we are going to end this episode.
All right.
So thank you, everyone, for listening. If you like us, we can be found on the internet. We're on such places as Twitter at Hapless Heroes. We're on Reddit /r/Hapless Heroes Podcast. We are on Facebook. Search Hapless Heroes Podcast. And all of those places will point you in one method or another to the crown jewel of our internet presence, our Discord server.
It's
where
so
you-
great.
Yes, it's where you can interact with us on a daily basis.
And we've had such great conversations, and like all of you people joining in, new and old, are just like the most wonderful people in the world. Like, it's been so awesome.
Actually, during the recording of this episode, Ominous Primus has pinged me in a great debate of if horsepower, if the The power of 400 horses would be greater, equal to, or less than the power of
400
like
horsepower.
100,398,044.92 ducks. And that is the question that I'm going to be answering probably throughout this entire week because
I'm gonna say no. Duck power
duck. Okay,
can't be fucked with. I think.
you can't. It's the ducks, right? It has to be the ducks.
It's gotta be the ducks.
Quack, 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 quack. So join the Discord if
What he said.
Yeah.
Yes.
you want to hear more.
If you want to hear the rest of that quack.
Now, if you really like us, you could leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. We're on Google Play Music. We're on Apple iTunes.
Stitcher.
We're on Stitcher.
Yeah.
We are on Podbean. Also, our host
Yeah.
for being on the internet, however that works. Fran knows how that works. I don't. I just say random words into the microphone.
Yeah.
Like this one about how if you really, really like us, you can donate to our Patreon.
You sure can.
And you should, because you could get great rewards such as different colored names and titles in our Discord server, which also confers to you access to our patron lounge where we have things like outtakes and extra discussion.
Yes, and the outtakes even go straight on to Patreon itself if you, are not feeling social. Even though we encourage you to socialize, we understand. Not everyone wants to do that. But those get uploaded straight to Patreon too.
Interact with us at the level of your comfort.
Yes.
Is what I'm saying.
We will deeply appreciate you no matter what level, even if that level is 0, because you listening out there are the best. You.
On the other end of that, we can deeply appreciate you all the way up to tasteful nudes. It's a very deep appreciation there.
Yeah. Also, that is an undetermined dollar amount that no one has broken yet.
Yet. And if you like us, right now you like us, Sally Field, and the whole deal, find a tree that's about to be chopped down, due to the health of the tree's dead or what have you. Make it a big tree, or make sure to find a big tree, and construct like a telescopic speaker mechanism that you can take with you as you burrow underground under the tree and implant in what would be the soon-to-be stump. And upon the chopping down of the tree, the stump has been hollowed out and the telescopic speaker mechanism extends and starts playing our podcast.
Yes.
Damn.
It's perfect.
That's deep.
Yeah.
So with that kind of deep cut, deep thought in the deep woods, we are going to outro our podcast starting from my right. Playing the incomparable Chubbs and the incomprehensible Morton Mac, we have Massimo.
Why is there a man standing naked all buttered up? Honk, honk, honk. Sir, what would you like me to do, sir? I am at your service, sir. Honk, honk.
To his right,
So buttery.
playing Murph Easlaw, we have Mike.
This is all so exciting.
To his right, playing now.
It was just Tabby.
You didn't appear as Felix. To his right, playing Tabi Ostermott, is Francesco.
Boy, I sure hope nothing goes wrong here.
To his right, portraying both Dr. Dudu and Lord Jarrell the Light, we have John.
Can you believe what that young man's saying? He's got a voice like a trucker.
And to his right, last not least, the focal point of everything that always goes on around him, we have Pregnart, played by Zach.
I forgot to mention that shape water can also change the color of the water, so my suit will also change color constantly across the entire visible spectrum.
And my name is Dave, and I have been your host, Comedy Wrangler, and Dungeon Master for this evening. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
See you later.